This episode will discuss the Trump impact on Bitcoin, our long-term objectives, and how this will benefit the markets. What just happened with this meme coin, and what does this mean? We will also dive into XRP in the future, especially when talking about cryptocurrency's exemption from capital gains tax in the XRP charts. The market saw a brief decline and then a brief recovery. We'll go over all of it and our future actions, just like we had planned during the live performance. So without further ado, sit down, relax, and let's start trading Bitcoin 105,000 at $45.3366. Over the past day, Ethereum has increased by 1.09%. Despite a 2.1% increase, XRP remains in third position at $3.13. It is down 2.6% on the hourly chart and showing a minor reddening on the 24-hour chart, but it is trying to rebound and is currently up around 0.25%. Both USDT and USDC are keeping their dollar pegs as the total value of the cryptocurrency market continues to rise by $3, $6, and $7 trillion. The person who has profited the most from the entire scenario is Solana. I have been taking care of Solana. Since the accent is almost non-existent, I suggested that you spend around $100 in Solana. We made the call last week. It has increased by over 43% and is starting to recover. It's that simple, and it's not financial advice either. I simply let you follow along as I share my Bitcoin journey with the globe. This tweet contains the market correction that was anticipated to occur. Next week, we'll find out more. Maybe we go down a little bit more. But remember that there are corrections even in bull markets. As a result, I'm expecting fireworks near the end of the month and throughout the first week of February. That's normal. The indications that Bullish is happening are the green candles that shoot straight up. We have yet to receive the parabolic blow-off toppers. This is the only chart you should pay attention to. Where do you think we are to inform you right now? If I had to make a guess, we are in this stage of belief and are moving in these little downward directions. We are not experiencing euphoria. Rather, we are in the stages of thrill belief or optimism, which occurs before the thrill begins and probably halfway through during tax season. We will see that fat candle go down before we see those parabolic blow-off peaks later this year, which is why I have been concerned about this since 2 years ago. As you follow the figures you have documented, make sure your exit strategy is prepared. Do not become greedy. Make sure that all of your exchange restrictions are configured. Possess an over-the-counter drug. If you can't get one over-the-counter, you should go to every exchange that can act as an off-ramp. The Bitstamp queued up all of the Coinbase Gemini that supported krakencrypto.com. Don't forget to set boundaries. You have to ask them to raise it. They won't just prepare your numbers and perform it by magic. The figures you'll utilize to get away the way I will, in a very direct way. Every dollar causes an asset to move. I'm going to be liquidating a position. As we build up, I'll liquidate more and more until we reach, and possibly even surpass, my ultimate goal. In this way, we make the greatest. We don't dump everything at one figure, to put it simply. We do a dollar cost average as soon as we get in. We take a dollar cost average when we leave. We still took a large position before that, and we might sell everything if the charts begin to improve. What are the exact numbers? We're going to have a really firm grasp of this in the upcoming months, folks, but it's probably too early to tell. TikTok tried to get on last night. I think it was about 11 o'clock. It's forbidden. That's all. TikTok is no longer accessible to us. She is quite unfortunate. I like to sit on the couch and browse TikTok. I like making TikTok content. From now on, we'll most likely be creating a lot of YouTube shorts. For our several streams, we'll most likely use Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. We might kick over as well. While it will come back, TikTok will do so 100% of the time. I've long opposed a TikTok ban because I believe it violates the right to free speech, so Elon needs to weigh in on this. However, it is inequitable that X is not allowed to operate in China while TikTok is allowed to do so in America. There needs to be a change, and the good news is that we know Elon is working with Trump, so we know that things will get better. I believe TikTok will make a comeback to the US. The question is, when is it right? That is the most crucial question. I don't know. I don't have any crystal balls or anything. It is a little misty this morning. Although it isn't working, I believe TikTok will come back. It should return very soon, in my opinion. A few months won't pass. Personally, I think Trump already knows what he's going to do. He's probably already telling China, "Look, we need to figure this out. And this is hurting you. We're hurting because of this. Here, who remembers our boy? We will achieve our goal of getting on the same page." You know what? According to Da Vinci, who originally said that XRP will drop to zero, it may now rise to $20 to $24. But you know what? It's not a safe long-term investment for everyone. Let's listen to this talent.so. Where do I think XRP is headed? 2025, as some of the objectives I had in mind would have already been accomplished. It hit $2 and almost $3, and I believe it will keep going up. I do believe that XRP might hit $20. Even though it is a cryptocurrency in terms of the banking system supporting the banking system for the banking system, it might be worth $24 in the next bull market. I don't recommend buying or owning it just yet. You can make money by trading it. Although they are susceptible to change at any time, their regulations are comparable to those of the Federal Reserve. Therefore, keep in mind that this is the same person who used to disparage XRP if you want to invest in a cryptocurrency designed to deceive and steal from people in the same manner as the bank. It was about to drop to zero. "I made fun of everyone who bought XRP," he said. As you can see, he is an expert on Bitcoin. The long-term safety of all Maxis tracks is starting to change. If it is adopted, the XRP ledger will be totally secure. Why? Because the price will be determined by utility and demand, which will assist maintain its current stability. We are not very useful. XRP is not widely used by banks or other financial institutions. They argue it's a hedge against inflation and liken it to a store of value like gold. Like Bitcoin, I do believe that will change, and when it does, it will contribute to the future price of XRP. It is still unclear at this point whether XRP will be used and whether the XRP ledger will be used again, so let's talk about Trump. If XRP is extensively used, I believe it will be around for a very long time because of the utility and demand that we will receive. Do you think Trump will now exclude cryptocurrencies from taxes? But guess what? Things are starting to make sense. When Gensler gets out of the office, Trump issues a legitimate primary currency, but I still see people calling it a fraud. It's not a scam. They've confirmed it. What is the reason for Trump dropping a major coin if his only goal is to tax himself to death? It won't happen. He can't just make Bitcoin tax-free, so I'm not sure how it will be put up, but we will get something. After all, the US stock market would totally collapse if this were done, and stock values would fall as money would move from the stock market to cryptocurrencies. There needs to be a happy medium for how he will handle this. Dark Defended released this. Take a seat, relax, and ignore the font in order to guarantee that the stock market continues